Hello, everyone. This is Kathy Grosskirth with Bookkeeping Clean and Simple here in Austell, Georgia, near Metro Atlanta. And today we're going to talk about using the standard workflows in QuickBooks Online. This will also apply to desktop as well. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and switch over to the chart of accounts. I'm going to actually drag and drop this. I'm in Chrome Incognito, so that way we can open up our chart of accounts. Now, before we do any of that discussion, I want to talk about the importance of making sure everything is set up on the front end first, because this is real important. And I'm going to address this from the standpoint of many new business owners who they get at the outset things for their business, supplies and different things that they need to run their business, but they don't have any business bank accounts set up at this point. So there's a way to do that without connecting your personal business account to either QuickBooks Desktop or QuickBooks Online. Depending on if you're going to pay the money back to yourself or if you're just going to use it as a contribution to the business, there's two ways in which you can go about it. Let's talk about if you plan on just donating it to the business, if you will, and leave it in there as a contribution. We can create what we call an outside clearing account. It's a bank type of account, and you can actually set that up by clicking on the new button and creating that. And of course, you wouldn't have to connect this to your bank feeds or anything like that. This is basically so that you can wash in and out those transactions as they go in. The other thing you can do is if you're planning on paying yourself back at some particular point, and if it's going to be a short-term time period where you're going to pay yourself back, you can set it up as a other current liability, but it would be basically a loan from owner. Same principle, you would go ahead and create that account. But let's just assume that we are a landscaping company. We just started out. We're having to buy some supplies for a job site that we're doing. And so we're going to go ahead and use this outside clearing account. So basically what you would do is you would go over here to the new button, which is the Quick Create, click on it. And we're going to go ahead and click on expense because we used an outside debit card to purchase this, right? So once we do that, we're going to go ahead and wait for that to open up. We're going to go over here, and our vendor for this is Tanya's Nursery. And go ahead and click on that. And as you can see under the category details, we don't need this job expenses thing. We're just going to go ahead and delete that out. Basically what we want to do is close that up and go down here to item details, and we're going to search for sold because it's on our products and services list, listed as a 2 cubic foot bag, quantity of 1. We're actually going to need about 5 quantities or 10 bags total. So I'm going to go ahead and put 5 there. As you can see, for quantities of 2 bags, it's $6.50 for 1 bundle. And then our bundle amount is going to be $32.50. We can actually make this billable to a customer. And let's see, we're just going to go ahead and do Cool Cars as our customer. That's just something extra that we're doing here, and that would take a whole nother thing to explain. But basically, Cool Cars is our customer that we're making that billable to. I'm going to go ahead and check and make sure everything looks okay. Open this back up just real quick to make sure that there's nothing up here because we don't want to include anything from up there. So we're going to save and close. And as you can see, now we have a total in our outside clearing account. Actually, we don't, because you know what happened? We forgot to change the account. So let's go back and do that real quick. I'm going to click on the search button. We're going to go ahead and click on that most recent transaction. And we're going to go ahead and change that account, because that's one thing you got to remember. You've got to change the payment account to our outside clearing account. And once you do that, it should update that. So let's go ahead and do that real quick. Probably a good thing I made that error, because hopefully it'll help me remember and it'll help you remember too. Now you can see we've got the $32.50 in here. If you click on View Register, then you'll see that in there, and that's where we want it to be. So hopefully this will help you today, especially if you're working with brand new businesses that don't have established accounts yet, and they are buying stuff for their business and they're using cash or some other outside account, and you want to track those in your QuickBooks file. So hopefully this will be something that you can use. Thank you for watching. I would love it if you would like and subscribe to my channel, as well as share it with others. I am adding on average 1 video per week, including the occasional motivational video. I would love nothing more than to help you maximize your usage of QuickBooks Desktop and Online. My email is below, as well as the number where you can text me for more information and to set up an initial consult. Thank you so much and have a wonderful day.